How do you measure a model's capability to do economically valuable tasks? Well, that's exactly what our evaluation GDPval-AA is designed to do. It's our evaluation framework built on top of OpenAI's GDPval dataset. We focus on the gold public portion of the GDPval dataset, which is comprised of 220 tasks which parallel real-world knowledge work of experienced professionals across 44 roles in 9 different industries. And you might have seen metrics from this evaluation mentioned in release posts from companies such as Anthropic, OpenAI, and Google. As of Friday, June 12, 2026, the current leading model is Claude Fable 5 with fallback, with an Elo score of 1,932, followed by Claude Opus 4.8 Max Thinking with an Elo score of 1,890, and we see the scores slowly step down until GLM 5.1 scores 1,535 at rank 10. We have 3 GDPval example tasks on the website with submissions. For example, create a daily task for a retailer, or build a visual stage plot for an audio and visual technician, or create a planogram for food storage. The key distinction for GDPval-AA and other benchmarks is that it evaluates complete deliverables, rather than just getting the answer correct on a series of multiple choice questions. Given a prompt or task instructions, as well as related reference files, a model such as Claude Fable 5 or GPT 5.5 is run within our open source Stirrup harness with access to an E2B coding sandbox. Within that coding sandbox, the model is able to use tools that help it complete the tasks such as web fetch, web search, view image, and run shell. Models are given a turn limit of 100 and are instructed to call the finish tool when it thinks it's done. Anonymized outputs are then graded in pairwise fashion by Gemini 3.1 Pro Preview, and after collecting pairwise rankings, we fit them to a Bradley-Terry model and compute bootstrapped confidence intervals to establish our final Elo metric. The Elo score for each model is then normalized for inclusion in the Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index. When we compare Elo scores, head-to-head it is non-linear. That means a gap of 10 points means the higher scoring model is expected to win 51% of the time, a slim margin, whereas a larger gap of 400 points means the higher scoring model is expected to win 91% of the time. So in a head-to-head comparison, Claude Fable 5 would be expected to win about 55% of the time versus the second place Claude Opus 4.8 model, and about 90% of the time versus the 10th place GLM 5.1. Now, when we look at token usage for running the GDPval-AA benchmark, we see quite the distribution. Of course, higher token usage is generally associated with higher cost. At $50 per 1 million output tokens, Claude Fable 5 cost around $766 in output tokens to complete all 220 tasks, an average of around $3.50 per task. Or GPT 5.5 on extra high, getting a score of 1,769 using 8.5 million output tokens at a cost of $30 per million output tokens, translates to a total cost of $255 to run all 20 tasks, an average of $1.15 per task. Now, if you'd like to learn more, our website has a bunch of useful extra resources, such as the leaderboard over time. It's cool to see Claude Sonnet 3.7 scoring 1,047 in February 2025 to Claude Fable 5 scoring 1,932 in June 2026, nearly double the Elo score in just over a year. For our full methodology beyond what we've explained here, see the methodology pages we have for all of our benchmarks. And if you'd like to see all of the samples from GDPval yourself, check out the Hugging Face dataset, as well as the OpenAI blog post and paper discussing how the full 1,320 GDPval dataset was created. As always, if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.